Hey Run Junkies, recently I finished 30 days of the Whole30 nutrition reset, and I have a lot of questions on my mind. I have this topic of nutrition for runners and endurance athletes on my mind, and frankly, I still don't have all the answers. Today though, I'm going to walk you through a few general tips that you can use for your running, plus debunk a few myths that are still tightly held in the running community that science has kind of proven inaccurate. Just a quick disclaimer though, I am not a registered dietitian, not even close. Everything I'm talking about today comes really from 15 years of personal experience and things I've learned along the way as a runner and as a coach. Frankly, there is so much to this topic and you can really take a deep dive, and this is where finding those professional resources can be extremely helpful. Because running and nutrition can be a very personal thing. We find something that we like and we believe in it so much that we will share that passion all over social media, and it can get kind of heated and even staunchly opinionated about something that works that is a very personal thing. And this is why today I'm taking a very general approach. So my first tip to you, and if you take nothing away from this, is you do you. This is a personal thing. Nutrition is based on not just your physiology, your gender, your fitness journey, but also personal choices or choices you have to make to stay healthy. Maybe you have allergies or sensitivities, or you make different choices based on religious, political, or personal reasons. It's a very individual journey and it's yours, so you do you. Determine how far you are willing to go for your nutrition and what those personal limiting factors are, because what might work for me may not work for you. So make your decisions and find your nutritional path based on what you need and want. Another thing to consider is know where the science is right now and figure out what are some long-held myths in the running community. For example, carb loading. Now, carb loading is not in and of itself bad if that is how you are using fuel as a runner. There are still people that do that and it works for them. However, a lot of distance runners have switched over to becoming fat adapted, meaning they are using fat as a fuel source rather than carbohydrates. Both have value, so this is another thing to factor in when you are making decisions about your nutrition. Also, and I kind of say this tongue in cheek a lot of times, but did you know that men and women are built differently? Now, I do say that somewhat tongue in cheek, of course you know that, but we do have different dietary and fitness needs from one another. So take that into consideration when you are doing your research and trying to figure out what nutritional path you want to take. Another topic that I get a lot of questions about is weight loss for runners. Now, this one can be complex based on where you are in your journey. If you are beginning a running journey from a sedentary lifestyle, you will likely see some results from running on the scale. That increased cardio will likely help you for a while. However, when we start adding in the longer distances, getting up to the half marathon, the full marathon, you may see that weight loss kind of stall out a little bit. When you start adding higher volume into the mix, for example, half marathon, full marathon training, that higher mileage volume, lots more time, putting your body under stress, there is a physiological response to that stress that we are now putting on our bodies. And many coaches and nutritionists will caution you against trying to lose weight while you are marathon training, because it's possible that you aren't getting enough fuel, enough nutrition to build the muscle and repair the damage that you do on those long training plans. Now, just as a quick personal aside, maybe you saw my video over the weekend about Whole30 and how I finished that off, and I lost some weight. This was almost exclusively because of what I was choosing to eat rather than how much or how little. I could eat as much as I want within certain parameters. That's where the weight loss came from. And endurance fuel now has become its own massive industry with a lot of stiff competition. There are a lot of options out there. So as you scroll through your social media feeds, you might see several different advertisements or sponsorships or ambassadorships over a certain product. You'll find everyday athletes who are so passionate about a product that they will wear their gear. Yeah, I am one of those athletes. However, just because I love a certain product doesn't mean it's the right product for you. All I'm doing is building that brand awareness, so maybe if you want to give it a try, give it a try. If it doesn't work for you, there's nothing wrong with that. Understand that there are lots of options out there for your running fuel. And let's go back to my first point. Decide what your limiting factors are. Decide what you need. Decide what you want in your running and endurance fuels, and then make some decisions. Once you have refined your options, now it's time to test them out. Use your training runs as rehearsals of a sort. For more information on how to do this, check out this video I did a while back. Every long run is an opportunity to find out what nutrition works for you. Make notes about what fuel you took on when, at what point during your long run. How did it make you feel during the rest of your run? How did it make you feel after? Keep all of those details together, then make decisions on what worked and what didn't. If it worked, you're gonna keep it. You'll try it again for the next training run. If it didn't work, you'll toss it out. You know it doesn't work, so you don't need to try it again. The idea is that ultimately, based on all of the data that you just gathered, you are going to develop a fueling plan for race day. From someone who until recently operated under the belief of, well, hey, I just ran really far for a really long time and I can now eat whatever I want. I can tell you from experience that you are only going to perform as well as the gas you put in your tank. We can take a page out of the elite's book here, and maybe we'll never break the tape at Boston, but that is not the point. Those elite athletes aren't saying things like that. Shalane's not coming back from a long run and saying, oh, hey, I'm gonna eat all the cupcakes. That's not what she's doing. If we wanna get better, we have to do better. Speaking of Shalane Flanagan, that is, she has 2 amazing cookbooks out, Run Fast, Eat Slow, and the second one, Run Fast, Cook Fast, Eat Slow. I'm leaving affiliate links in the description below, as well as other resources and cookbooks that you might find helpful as an endurance athlete. Like I said, you guys, nutrition is a hot topic. I certainly don't have all the answers. I am not a professional nutritionist. I just know what I have learned over the course of 15 years, and it's taken me this long to make some better decisions around my nutrition and my endurance journey. Nutrition and endurance is a hot topic, and maybe you have a very strong opinion about it. Good for you. I don't necessarily, I just know what I have learned over the course of 15 years. It's a topic that still has me baffled. There is so much to it and so many options for so many people. I'm doing the best I can with what I got. Nutrition might be the key that helps unlock your potential as a runner. Guys, I did not get here on my own. I had help from professional dietitians and so many resources to just kind of guide me along on this journey, because I do not have all the answers. Speaking of professionals, I am leaving links in the description below to several nutritionists that I have met along the way, including my very good friend and fellow coach, Karen Blankenship. You can find her at A Sometime Athlete, and I will leave a link to her Facebook page as well. The bottom line is this: nutrition can be ridiculously complicated and even an emotionally charged topic. So knowing that, know that people will have strong opinions on it, and that is totally okay. But also know that what works for one person may not work for you. So it's up to you to take charge of that nutrition journey and make the decisions that are right for you. My question for you today is this: what is your personal philosophy and maybe even practices around running and nutrition? Please leave thoughts, questions, comments, and suggestions in the comment section down below. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Hit that thumbs up if you like this video. Guys, that's gonna be it for me today. Thanks so much for watching. Until I see you on the next one, go find your awesome and happy running.